Well, Linda and I have been up in the Toyobe National Forest, or a portion of it, just next to Antelope Canyon, for about 4 days now, and we've been having a good time poking around in the woods here. But one thing we've noticed is, as soon as you're out of sight of camp, it can be really hard to find your way back because everything looks the same. It'd be really easy to get lost here, and I got a technique I can... Linda's practicing her technique of ancient bump finding. Anyways, I got a better technique than that. Let me show you what it is. Well, last night Linda and I were poking around in this section of the woods, and we came across a place where someone once upon a time was digging for gold in hard rock, or in a rocky layer there. So we thought we'd go back in with a metal detector today and just check it out. But while we come in here, I wanted to talk to you about not getting lost, because when you're in this section of the woods, when you're in the woods here in Nevada with all the pinyon pines and the junipers, it all looks the same. And in this particular area, the hills look the same, the ravines look the same, the ridges look the same, and they all run in different directions. There is no uniform way that they run. So just around our camp, like I mentioned, if you go out into the woods for 100 feet and you lose sight of the trailer, you can get twisted right there. And that's how people get lost. But here's what we've had to do since we've been here. Of course, you never want to go into the woods without a compass. But think about it. You know, there are ways to keep from getting lost with a compass. But the only thing you ever see is, oh, if you get lost, you pull out your compass and it tells you where north is. Well, it sure as hell doesn't tell you where camp is, now does it? So if you're lost in the woods, yeah, you know where north is, but which way is camp? If you're truly lost, that's not going to help you much. Like I say, there is a way to figure that out. And I'll show that in another video. That's a subject in itself, how to stay found with a compass. But what's easiest these days is your smartphone. And what you can download onto your smartphone is a locator program. You can just get it on the Play Store. Backcountry Navigator is one. Gaia GPS is another. You have to pay for those. I'm sure there's some free ones out there. Even the ones that just help you find your car in the grocery store parking lot can work here because they work off a satellite. So we've been using Gaia GPS the past few days, and it's important that you download one that does not require cell service to work. Of course, without cell service, it's not going to show you any kind of a map, but it will show you where you are. And if you entered your car's location or your camp's location before you left, it'll show you where that is. Well, it's not very bright. It's hard for me to show you this. But basically, I entered my car's location or camp's location in here, and then saved it as a waypoint. So from where I'm at, one of these waypoints is our camp. It's this one right here. So I can select that, and it says trailer, and then I can select guide me, and it'll guide me back there. Just down here, I know this is hard to read, it says guide me, and it pops up with a little track. Now, where'd it go? There it goes. If you don't have cell signal, I just happened to get some right here, but if you don't happen to have cell signal, it'll still show you your triangle and that little red icon of your waypoint, and you can walk your way back. Just keep heading, it'll tell you if you get off course, but what it does is it just keeps pointing, that line just keeps pointing at your saved waypoint. So you just try to follow the line going back. Now up here it tells you, it gives you a compass heading. It says that it's 605 feet away. It could say a half a mile, however far you are, and it gives you a compass heading. This time it says 355 degrees north. So I could pull the compass out of my pocket and I could just follow 355 north. There's a technique for doing that, by the way. It's easier than just following the needle. We'll cover that in another video. Or in this, I could just start walking along, and if I start walking off to the right, this little triangle down here will start pointing to the right, showing me that I'm going right, or left. And you just kind of keep that little triangle down there pointing at your waypoint and head your way back. So we all have cell phones nowadays, and this is just an easy way to do it. All you got to do is remember to create a waypoint at the trailhead or at your camp or wherever it is you're starting from, and then when you get out walking in these woods, which here look all the same, very easy to get lost here. Anyways, you can pull your cell phone out, open up a program that you downloaded, select your waypoint, and hit guide me or enter or whatever it calls for, and now you can get back to your car and not be lost. Worthwhile having. Now, it also pays to have that compass in your pocket, because what if this battery died? Then I still have that 355-degree heading back to camp. I've got it now. First thing we came across yesterday was these two cedar posts laying in the ground. One's about 6 feet, one's about 8 feet long. And then this old, what I believe to be a tobacco tin, laying here on the ground. So then we knew that there was something nearby here. And then just down the hill a little bit, you know, by 50 feet or so, came to a place where the bedrock had been dug out right here. Almost looks like cement, but it's not. So we just came up here to do a little metal detecting around here. Yeah, I got a signal over here. Now I lost it. There it is. No telling what. There's some bedrock here. Probably just a hot rock. A hot rock could be something that has a lot of iron in it. This is certainly interesting though, because it's a layer of rock on top of whatever it is, I think. And whatever it is small, you know? Let me try the...
Did you lose it?
It's just small. So it's very interesting. I heard it again, yeah?
That grunt?
Right there.
Now that you had it on only picking up gold, can you put it on anything? And
I've got it on everything right now. I've got it as high, the sensitivity as high as it goes.
hey,
Oh, sorry.
just a tiny piece of snare wire.
It's underneath this rock though. I dug out the rock and
Oh yeah. And it has to be some sort of mineral, yeah.
has to be, yeah. Still there. Well, I got to give those old miners credit, yeah. They're out here with a pick and a shovel and a donkey. A lot of roots, yeah. There's a lot of work here. I moved it again. It's got to be a tiniest little gold flake is what it's got to be. It's right here.
You gotta go more cautiously
Well, I guess.
or slowly or
I got good sunlight here, so I should be able to see a
glint of gold.
glint.
Or the glint of a pull tab.
You know, it's a good thing these old miners didn't have pull tabs back then, or there'd be pull tabs all over here. Well, we've been at it for a while, but I give up. What it is, I think, is this layer of rock is solid underneath here, and I think it's actually gold dust on the top of the rock, just barely enough that I can pick it up with this metal detector. But it's on the surface of the bedrock and in the cracks. So if a person came up here with a vacuum cleaner, like I've seen them do in the Arizona desert, yeah, you could probably suck some gold out of these cracks. You just have to dig down to, not dig through the bedrock like we did here, but just dig down to the bedrock right here, and then in these cracks, there's gold. But I'm not finding it. I did take a few handfuls that Linda and I are going to take home and pan out, but it's in there.
Well, I guess Rick has dug his hole deep enough. We're gonna head back to camp, put things away, and hit the road, look for another campsite.
Going to go down the road. Maybe do a laundry in town or something if I can find a laundromat, because
Or you need a shower.
I do?
Yeah.
Anyways, that's what we're doing. So if you like the video, please like, share, and subscribe, and
See ya.
see you around. All right. This will be the final tell. I don't see nothing. And I promised Linda a new wedding ring too. Oh well. All right. Better luck next time.